Hey Scratchy Babes, welcome back to our Scratcher Girls ASMR and more channel. And so for you today we have a couples scratch therapy session being rendered by Scratcher Girl Kanaya and Scratcher Girl Passion. And I have to tell you guys that the couples scratch therapy session is quickly becoming one of our most sold packages. So yay for that. We're so sorry, just to start out, for any camera movements that may not be perfect for some people. We just try to give everyone something that will help them to find their place of zen or to sleep even. So we're offering up apologies before we really get started. But first, let us remind you and thank you for subscribing. And if you have not, please do so, as well as hit the post notification button. And please, would you guys do a phenomenal job at it? Keep it up. Keep the comments coming. Keep the interaction between us coming, because we love it. Whether it's good or bad feedback, we really do listen. So we have Scratcher Girl Passion here in no particular order. I think the ladies were kind of freestyling this session today because our guest really just wanted to feel a little bit of everything. So I think the girls just kind of did a smash up here, or a mash up, if you will. I think I said that wrong. I think it's a mashup. But I'm pretty sure that you guys will let me know in the comments. I just love you guys. But anyways, so Scratcher Girl Passion here is doing kind of a light sweeping movement on our guest's back. And then we're zooming in here to the ear and the base of the head and neck work, which again is really beneficial because a lot of us carry tension in that area. And we have Scratcher Girl Kanaya here doing her works as well. And so yeah, that would kind of remind us of a good shampoo, right? Ones where we're tipping $5 and $10. Remember, guys, this is a family-owned and operated business, so we kind of utilize the family to do what we have to get done. That has to feel amazing. I think this particular gentleman definitely, let's just say he did a bit of drooling and sleeping. And then we have the star of the show, which is always the back. And so one thing that I found with doing the scratch therapy, one thing that we have found just from our hundreds and hundreds of sessions that we rendered is that there's two types of scratching. There's scratching to rid ourselves of the itch, and then there's the scratching because it's soothing and it just feels good to the skin. So our scratching to get rid of an itch is generally the itches that you feel on your back, or say maybe even in your scalp, the scratches that you may, or the itches that you may feel on your leg. So those are generally the scratches or the itches that need to have a scratch immediately. And most times, those instances, it's an aggressive scratch because you're on one mission and one mission only. You're trying to rid yourself of that pesky itch. So therefore, you're going to go in with a little more pressure, a little more digging in with those nails because you want to get rid of the enemy in that moment. Then we have here the pleasurable scratch, which this type of scratch wouldn't be indicative of getting rid of an itch. It's really because it feels so good. Just as your little pup may lay there and just let you run your nails through their coat and scritch them and rub them. It's really the same thing, not necessarily because they have an itch that needs to be scratched, but because it just feels so good to be laying up under you at your feet and getting the scritches. So this is in part why we've curated so many different techniques. It's because we understand the difference between a scritch and a scratch. So our lovely scratcher girl Kanaya here is being ever so gentle and tracing her client's skin, just ever so gently and carefully and thoughtfully, because again, by now she's in dreamland and we don't want to shock her out of her place of rest. We definitely want to encourage that. So we continue to move between each client with gentle stroking. Most of the aggressive scratching is done on the head and on the back. So, and then as you can see here, our gentle or soft scratches. Just imagine someone lightly tracing your skin with their nails. It just feels really good. Because to be honest, after the first minute or two, you're over the scratch, to be honest. And that's where the scritches come in. And the scritches we consider to be more of a tracing or light scratching. No aggressive scratching, just something that feels really good and memorable. Because let's face it again, who remembers a pesky itch, right? But you remember the ultimate payoff from the scritch that you received, because then you feel all of the tingles and all of the, relaxation-inducing brain chemicals, your oxytocin and your serotonin. You're feeling all of that. With a regular itch, it's just a feeling of relief, like yes, you're getting rid of that itch, like yes, the sigh of relief, if you will. And then you have the scritches that are so gentle, so smooth, so caressing, and so soft that you absolutely fall into a state of yes, relax, sleep, dreamy, melting. And you never want it to stop. Scratching, it eventually has to stop because the mission was accomplished, but scritching and tracing, you never want that to stop. At least I never do. But anyways, guys, this was a shorty here. Just want to let you know that we thank you, we appreciate you, and you are number one in our books. So keep up the good work, and we're definitely going to do our best to keep up our good works. We hope your days are great and productive, and we wish you health, wealth, and peace. God bless you guys.